Master Ronday sends his regrets that he couldn't be here tonight, and his wife Peggy, he just had a little bit of flu going through the area, and he wasn't feeling all that well, so he told me earlier today that he didn't know if he was going to be able to make it or not. But I am certainly proud, and I feel very honored to be up here amongst you guys, and especially in Ronday's place. I have a lot of respect for him and what John said earlier about making so many great martial artists, and I have this great honor tonight to pass that on. Our brain starts working when we're first born, and it doesn't stop until you're asked to give a speech. But, so when Ron asked me to do him a little favor today, you know, if I was going to be there, could he do a little favor? I said, sure. I thought it'd be like pick something up for him or something like that. And he said, no, you'd have to give an award. And I couldn't be more proud to be here and give this year's Memorial Tony Chong Award is presented to Mr. Ken Tallack.
Thank you, Brian. You know, I've known Brian since he started his Kung Fu training. Weren't you Ron's first student? Yeah. The first student to walk into Ronday's Kung Fu Club in Kitchener, Ontario is here with us tonight. Hey.
1976.
Wow. In Exeter. That's right in the metropolis.
Yeah, it's hard to find on a map. It's right down there in southwestern Ontario.
Yeah, and that's where Ron started out his teaching. Just over 40 years ago, I joined the Canadian Karate Kung Fu Club in London, Ontario. And at that time, I was just another kid on the dojo floor. And we had these marvelous instructors who came from Toronto every week. And they inspired us. As kids, we would look at Tony Chong's foot and wonder, how did he get his toes to go like that? I was so fortunate to be blessed with a teacher like that. And Stigong, thank you so much for making it possible for all of us. Tony had feet like hands. He could do anything with them. He could lift that foot up and take it right down on top of your head. And he inspired all of us to try and do the very same. Tony was basically our leader in London. At the time, I was just another kid on the dojo floor, but he took his time with me. And Pal Capone took his time with me. And Alan Lynn, and Bob Wilcox, and all the other instructors there. Not just with me, with all of the kids who were there. And as time went on, most dropped out. But it was that community that we found coming to these tournaments here in Toronto. And as years went on, people grew, went different directions, but there was always that link. You know, 10, 15 years after that time, I was coming to Toronto to do demonstrations at the CNE with John and Alex. And of course, Ronday and I continued our relationship all those years. And I guess if I was to talk about the legacy that Tony Chong left me with, I think one of the things that strikes me the most, you know, I'm not Hillary Clinton, but I do think it does take a village to raise a child. And it wasn't just one of us who did it. It was the whole group of those adult instructors in the 60s and 70s who brought us up and brought us along. Who could have known 40 years later I would be the one out of that group standing here? Instructors we can't tell. You got to give each and every individual person under your tutelage that same type of dedicated devotion that Tony Chong gave me 40 years ago. So 40 years from now, the next person will be standing here. Thank you, Seagull. Thank you very much.